beer.
Yes, ma'am.
You can.
Because I'm looking really forward to this one. I hope it's good.
The cherry chocolate double marbles milkshake style double India pale ale with cherry chocolate and vanilla.
You know what?
That sounds good.
I was just thinking, like, I noticed that this can is sweating because it's starting to get warmer out. So I was like, maybe we could get like a thing with some ice in it and sit it on there for the summer. Yeah, something like that.
A bucket with ice? Yes, we could do that. Oh.
I like it.
We'll do the can art one more time. It's got some like marbles and a Valentine's Day heart that's got more written across it. It's got some candy bars and then the cherry with its looks like
a little bit demented.
Mischievous, demented. You know, he's on the front. It looks just really cool looking. It smells like an IPA.
Oh, gross.
I mean, it doesn't smell like really strong.
So cherry chocolate IPA should probably be okay.
It's red. It's pinkish red.
Well, that's got to be that cherry in it.
Nice.
It's very, very pretty.
It's got to be that red 40 in it.
So speaking of cherries.
I feel like it doesn't matter how many cherries you put in there. It's not going to be truly that red.
Was this one you were supposed to roll? Because this one looks like
got a lot of dark there.
Yeah, it looks darker than your guys's.
There we go.
We got to remember to do that. We always
roll
forget.
These.
Yeah. It looks like juice.
I was going to say cherry barf.
Cherry barf. I see little tiny bubbles.
I like
it's dark and you can't see through.
it.
It's completely opaque.
Very much so.
Even through like the bright ass lights.
Oh,
that's really good.
It is delicious.
It doesn't taste so much like an IPA at all.
You can taste a little bit of the IPA, but
it doesn't taste like beer.
It's mostly like a sweet cherry, like chocolatey cherry. It's like a chocolate covered cherry.
That is
a bitter chocolate covered cherry. That's really good.
Yeah, with like
dark chocolate covered cherry.
What did I say?
Bitter.
I said a bitter chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah, dark chocolate, so bitter chocolate.
You can really taste.
Gotcha.
You can taste the IPA like at first, and then you get like the cherry come through.
Does it mention any of the hops on it or anything?
I don't know.
And then the aftertaste is very cherry too. This is way better than that sour.
Government warning right there.
Drink this if you're pregnant. It'll make your baby smart.
I think we've had something that tastes similar to this before.
Maybe. I don't know. This is really good. Maybe. I feel like maybe. It wasn't an IPA. This is a really nice milkshake IPA.
So the milkshake.
The milkshake IPA brings all the boys
The
to
lactose
the
is cutting like the bitter of the hops, maybe?
It says the lactose will make you fart. You're damn right.
Does it actually say that?
No.
That'd have been fucking beautiful.
That is our thing, Ron.
Right.
I know, but if it actually said the lactose will make you fart, I would want to reach out to the beer company and tell them how amazing they are.
Let's see. What's it say? Something fruit contains may. It's like really fucking small.
Haha, now we all have old shitty eyes.
Does this have blueberry in it at all? Because I'm getting that asparagus taste with it a little bit.
No,
I'm wondering, maybe it's the IPA mixed with like the cherry, and maybe that's what it is with like the blueberry beers. Maybe it's like the IPA and blueberry mixed or something.
Maybe.
That gives it that asparagus taste to me.
I don't know.
So while Missy's trying to zoom in on the can, I'd like to give another shout out to Mr. Blake last week. Thank you for joining us. In the last week, he has decided to start a new Facebook group for people who are local to us.
Yes.
What's the exact name of that?
It is. It's the Miami Valley. Let me look
Craft
it up.
beer group, I believe.
I think that's what it's called.
And he's looking forward because we frequently reference Cincinnati. The Cincinnati 513 group was founded by Mr. Zach Hawley. However, there's a lot more breweries around than that. And he decided after some conversation last week to really start pimping the beers in the Miami Valley.
Yes, he wants to get Dayton people together because he likes meeting new people and making new friends and stuff. And you know that group is more centered towards Cincinnati. He says he always has to go down there when he wants to do meetups, and he wants people from the Dayton area in the Miami Valley, Troy, Piqua. He wants to be able to have local people, a place, a group for local people to meet up. So that way, if anybody wants to go and grab a beer with somebody, you can be like, hey man, I know some people local. Let's go grab a beer.
That would be awesome because it does seem like it's all like down Cincinnati, and that's like an hour and a half, 2 hours from here. So.
Right.
That's why Cincinnati is like, once every 4 months, which every 6 months thing. This could be, hey, yo, I'm in town. Let's go grab a beer.
You don't even have to plan on it because it's not even an I'm in town. It's like, hey, oh, yeah, you're local to me. Oh, cool, sweet. Let's hit this brewery. Or you can just put a message in that group like, I'm hitting this brewery. Who wants to go? And, people can show up because they're local. They don't have to say, oh, I don't want to drive an hour and a half to have a few beers. So.
Yeah. So, he's made all of us or some of us admins in the group or moderators.
Moderators.
We can delete him. We have the power.
That's right.
I didn't get that message.
It was in a group. It was in the Naked Blaked thread.
I saw that, but I didn't I figured I would get like a notification or something.
No, you just go into.
I got a notification. I had to accept it.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe if you go into the actual group. Or maybe I'm not a moderator. I don't really care because it would be pure chaos if I was.
The best
anarchy.
That's right. So it's the Miami Valley Craft Beer Group, and it is the 513 Craft Beer Group for those who want to be able to join with Cincinnati members.
For those that wish to be a little bit further north, but, not too further north.
There you go.
Not like north, like mid-north.
Salina Beer Group. I don't know of any.
Akron Beer Group.
That's right. Yikes.
That's, like an hour and a half the opposite.
Than Salina.
It's like an hour and a half the opposite direction.
True. Akron will have our say. This is good.
This is pretty good.
Yes.
I do believe it has that asparagus taste to it, though.
I am getting a weird aftertaste, though, getting closer to the end of it.
I like the sweetness, and you can taste the cherry and kind of like the chocolate.
Did we say the alcohol content?
No, but I will say this is not. It's not like your typical sour where it's got like, I don't know.
This was the IPA, not sour.
Well, it doesn't have that vomit look, and it doesn't have like, I don't know. It seems to be more consistent. Like it's got a.
I will state that this has a shit ton less head than that first one.
Yeah, like 0.
There's like next to no head at all.
It is an 8%er. It's kind of like
it burps fruity.
I feel like it's kind of syrupish.
Yeah.
Not too. It's not like sticky syrupy, but it's got a thickness to it.
Yeah, it's thick.
It's like 2C's thick out of like, a gargantuan like 5C thick booty. Ooh, and there's more. There's more. I thought that was all.
But wait, there's more.
So while she's pouring more, I have been fascinated and disturbed by this 19-year-old chick that apparently
another schoolgirl.
I was getting ready to say schoolgirl.
He's disturbed by her because she's no longer under 18.
No. No, I'm disturbed by her because she's way too into doggy style.
That's great.
Oh,
yes.
Is this
She had been posting videos on her Instagram of her having sex with her German Shepherd.
You can't post that on Instagram. You gotta post that on your OnlyFans.
She was putting
Why would you post that?
I have no idea, but there was like.
I mean, if I was doing it, I'd fucking post
like,
it on OnlyFans because you're gonna get some.
OnlyFans.
They might have a thing against bestiality. I'm not sure.
Well, she got busted for it because like. She got in a car accident and they like saw her carrying her German Shepherd and she was like panicked out and freaking out and worrying about it.
That's funny.
The thing is that like she's not bad looking, but just looking at her and knowing what she did, it's like I bet she has all kinds of nuts.
That's not a German Shepherd.
The videos they had her doing with the German Shepherd.
That looks like a fucking boxer. A weird boxer mix.
Let's see. The TikToker was charged on April 5th with unnatural intercourse and aggravated cruelty to an animal.
Unnatural intercourse?
The phrase unnatural intercourse instead of calling it bestiality.
I don't know that I like that term because, like, I don't know.
Okay, so
if it's unnatural, they could be like, no, I don't like the way you're having sex. I get it. It's with an animal and, it's like...
Well, unnatural falls under I don't like the gay sex, so that's unnatural,
Right, that's what I'm hearing.
So I got the German Shepherd because it says in the story, the woman from Merrick, Mississippi crashed her car in a local area last week. and was allegedly photographed holding a German Shepherd. So, yeah.
Let's see.
But there's some video.
Let's see this. This is the U.S. Sun.
It was on some
I
different...
wonder how legit that site is.
I don't know. They're very tabloidish, but it was on...
There you go.
But it was...
Denise picture with a dog. It is not known whether this was the dog in a video. It's not a fucking German Shepherd. What the fuck? Stupids. I want to look for her Instagram.
See if it's still up. See if she's
right.
See if they didn't take that down yet.
I imagine they took it down.
But like the reason... I was listening to like a hip hop shit on the way to work the other day when they came on talking about it. And basically, the hip hop station, here's this little slight racist bang. All the morning DJs are black, and I like them because they don't talk about like in a formula and the same boring shit. But basically, like one of the DJs was like, you know, because we've said this before, stereotypes exist for a reason. He literally said that. He's like, white people like their pets, they like their dogs way too much, and I'm like, oof.
Open that page.
I don't see anything wrong with liking your pet, but not like
that.
She comes off looking... She's attractive, but comes off looking like unstable anime girl almost.
So she does have... Yeah, I think that's her. It looks a lot like her. And she's got like multiple dogs. She's got cats too.
It looks like the same dog. Go back.
No.
It looks like a pup. Oh, okay.
So it looks like that kind. Let's see. And then she's got like some, look at me, I'm sexy. Let's see. So she probably has multiple Instagrams. My boy.
Like,
yeah, that's her page, because it's like, did anyone ask how the dog felt about it when y'all making another movie? See person. So because my... I don't know what...
See, I like my Charlie dog, but not that much.
You fucking this one? Oh, I didn't see this video.
He just likes him like peanut butter.
Right, there you go. Hope this one isn't one of them that she abused. He's so cute. That's evil what she do to them. Your man's. Nothing you have been enjoyed. No, what? This person don't know the
People don't know how to type.
You had sex with this same dog, calling your boy. Ha ha ha. Well, know the finish. Voila, know the finish. That's funny.
Yeah.
That was real easy to find her. Let's see.
This comes down to the don't post things on your social that you don't want the world to know, because it's way too easy.
Sounded like she didn't care if people knew.
Well,
right.
Yeah.
Add my snap. She's got a snap.
Uh-oh.
Man, better found it. And account. She's got an account. They probably just took down the fucking dog sex.
But like the fact that all that
Videos.
shit's still active, whether or not she's got it
Right.
app on her phone and all that, and it's like, okay. She's 19 and she's like, well, I've got to have my stuff even though I'm going to be, like, it's all evidenced against me.
Right. So anyway, this, not to cut your thing short, but I don't want to forget about this. And I honestly, I kind of don't remember what this was. I had a passenger in my car the other day, and I know I made a big note about it. So this chick, okay, she got in my car, and as soon as she was in my car, she was on the phone. So she was talking about this.
Ass to mouth by association.
it's there.
That's what Missy's phone says.
It was a note from the butt plug.
Yeah, I kind of thought so, because I see just doing God's work
and cats' asses.
Was that
the
like
shirts that we were going to be making?
That sounded like our T-shirt there.
But anyway, so this girl got in my car. She was on the phone, and she immediately started talking about this other girl's girlfriend going back to jail. And she said, well, this girl who didn't want to message me for a while, and so I linked up with her girlfriend while she was gone. And then she said, like, the girlfriend was out and she had been messing around with the both. Like, she got in my car. She was just like talking about this, like, just out in the open. Like, she wasn't trying to hide her conversation. She was just very, like,
talking
verbal
on the phone
about
to somebody or to you?
On the phone. But I mean, it was loud. It was louder than most people talking to me. So, she said, when the girlfriend was out, she started messing around with the both of them. And then she's like, well, her girlfriend's a stud, and I wouldn't really ever want to get with a stud, but I had to get with this one because it is on my bucket list at least one time. So it's like
get with a stud?
She doesn't want a stud girlfriend, but she wanted to have sex with one. So
that's fair. That happens.
She just wanted to get with one. But then so she kept talking, and she was talking about this relationship. So she had the three of them were in this relationship, and she was saying how she ended up leaving them because it got weird, because they were okay, so that threesome relationship, I guess each girl was trying to message her independently, oh, just get with me, and the other one was doing the same thing. And she's like, well, I could have had to either of them because they were doing that. But that's, it got weird because I guess the stud would get real fucking jealous about the other girl. And she's like, you fuck her better than you fuck me. And it was just this big dramatic thing. And it was just really fucking funny. And that was a good day that I had. It was a weird passenger. And I know I had another weird passenger that day, and I forgot to make a note about them. That was I haven't had a good weird passenger in a while. It was super really funny as it was happening to me. I was like, I want to hear more. I want to hear more.
Do you think that people just make up a story? They're like, I'm going to talk about this in front of the person.
I wonder, because because it just gets weirder and weirder, and it's
I mean, you'd have to be in the right mood to get that roll on, but you can happen, definitely.
I think some people just don't give a shit like this. It was just really funny because she was just, I don't know, she had a lot of drama. It got weird because the girl got jealous. No, it was weird when you were, I don't want to be with a stud, but I had to get with a stud. And then it was something one of their birthdays, and they were recording it. And
so a stud. So we're talking a weightlifting bodybuilding type chick.
They're just she don't have to be weightlifting bodybuilding. She's just a fucking dude,
muscular chick.
Just a really dude looking chick.
No.
Is a stud and a butch the same thing? Is butch not politically correct anymore?
I don't know.
What is politically correct?
I don't know.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't feel like I've ever heard a person refer to themselves as butch, but I think stud would be probably the correct term. One that's very masculine. You might see them and think they're a guy at first. That masculine. Not oh, they're soft stud. No, this one's hardcore stud. Her dick is bigger than yours. She probably stuffs.
She got a 6-inch
I don't know the politically correct terms anymore.
I literally thought you were going to say I'm getting turned on.
I'm getting turned on.
I'm getting turned on. I don't know what those terms mean, but they're turning me on.
And so I was like, what's happening here? No, that's really funny. But that was my good ass Uber conversation. I think I would want to do that though. Get in a car.
Get with a stud?
No.
I can picture you doing shit like that.
I think that would be fun. I would want to get into a car and pretend I'm on the phone and just start talking.
And then your phone
shit.
rings and they're
Missy's taxi.
No,
cab.
I would have it set up to where it'll just the sound would be off, so that way I could just fuck with them.
Missy's taxi cab confessions, shit that she's fully made up just for her own enjoyment to watch people's reaction.
And then it would be they'd be recording you or whatever and be like, check out this chick. And they probably have their own podcast. They'd be like,
hilarious.
This one chick got in my Uber.
She got in my...
God, she was fucking dumb. And
she was fucking dumb. She was talking about drinking all this beer. And then she's like, I got really drunk. And then there was just 3 dudes there. And I did 3 of them. And then they called their buddies. And I did those 3 dudes too.
That would be funny.
And they were all chicks or something too. And then this chick came over and yeah.
That, or I could just record myself, have the phone down and have it facing up towards me and I'm in the back of the Uber. So I just start talking to the driver and see how, I would pay for a decently lengthy sized trip and see if I could make them so uncomfortable that they kick me out before the trip is over. That would be really funny.
If you do
and then if I get really close to the destination, I update it to be another 10 minutes out. So they just have to keep driving me until they're like, whoa, when's this fucking ride going to end? But I'd have to have a good bit of money saved back for that. And it would have to be worth it.
If you talk about some really depraved, fucked up shit, please, for the love of God, at some point in the conversation, mention you're a child of Jesus.
Yeah. I go to church religiously every Sunday, dude. Like, and then, my dad put his dick in my ass. Like, that'd be fucking hilarious.
I had a
hey, they do that in the Bible. They have fucking sex with their family members, their own dads in the Bible.
I had a 3 with my dad and Pastor Slippy Fist.
Pastor Slippy Fist.
Jesus God.
Yes, and I said Jesus God a lot. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus God. Oh, Holy Ghost.
For the record, it was Easter last weekend.
I feel like it would be really funny to make a fucked up porn that would be like a biblical porn. And so...
I'm sure that's been a thing, but I need to hear more.
Well, because for me in my head, like, doing this and I'm making DVDs of it, the cover is going to definitely have Jesus on the front, and whatever picture it's going to be real obscure that there's like sex going on and that it's a porn. And I would have to give it like a really weird...
The orgy of Mary Magdalene.
See, like, I wouldn't use the word orgy, but I would use, like...
I was going to say the Virgin Mary. It sounds like a boring porno, but, like, maybe it's like, oh, she wasn't really, like, this is what Mary was really doing or something, like Mary behind the scenes or some shit.
Dude, you could fucking do that for real. Something, you could just... but I want to do it to where you have to be looking at it very close to know that it's a porn, so that way you can be like, no, this is here and this is here.
Dude,
See,
how am I going
to
to jerk off to that?
The cover. It's just the cover.
I'm just going to jerk off to the cover?
No, that's what the cover's going to be. The cover's going to be...
Don't pretend like you're not going to jerk off to it, Ron.
Right. The cover's going to be really obscure. And then, so, like, when the cover is obscurely noticed as a porn, at first glance, and you see it, and you look at it, and you're at a store, or... Because I would like to distribute it to, like, all different kinds of, like, secondhand stores and Goodwills, and, drop it off at some...
Put it in, like, hotel drawers.
Yes. And, I would drop
right
it...
under the Bible.
I would drop it off at, like, some just random places, so people be like, oh, I love Jesus, and then just fucking hardcore fucking.
Oh, yeah.
So,
like
this,
I'm into this.
So this conversation...
They think that they're so holy, and there's going to be lots of gay sex. Lots and lots of gay sex. Right. She's going to have big old titties and fucking huge dick.
Drinking some Budweiser.
Yes.
Absolutely. Good old fucking gay Budweiser.
I'm going to make a really, really good Bible porn.
So you're talking about this, and you're reminding me of one thing I missed from back in the day in video stores, Family Video.
Yes.
Their fucking porn section in the back was the best. Because it wasn't that I ever really needed to rent or grab anything because, internet. Mm-hmm. But their porn section was the best because, like, it's Family Video. So up front, you had the kids' movies that were free. You had all the different sections for everybody.
The family made their way back to the porn section.
I just remember, like, it would be funny as shit to walk through there and look at the different titles. I remember one that still sticks out in my head. It was around the time Titanic came out. It was Titanic Tits. What? And it was just like a picture of the boat with badly photoshopped boobs, like right there on the hull of the boat.
I forget. There was a way in which we did this, and I swear we did it, unless it was just a thought that I had, but it didn't work out because of a certain reason. But weren't all of the videos always behind, like, the covers on them?
Yep.
And did we ever, because I fucking feel like we did this, take some of the videos that are behind some of the porn covers and then take them out and swap them with other shit, like, and then so basically we put the porn behind, let's say we put it behind Titanic, or we put it behind Pirates of the Caribbean, and shit like that. I am almost certain we did that because I was thinking I would do that, but I'm like, I would have thought of that back then.
That was the same era, like that time you and I took the trip to that Myers, and
because we were always fucking shit up at stores.
I still remember that time. We went to fucking Myers, and they had like a bunch of suckers that were roughly in condom-sized packaging or something.
Yes.
And we went and got all the suckers out of the food section, and then all the condoms out of the condom section.
And just switched them. And just did random shit like that in stores and placed. That was the time that I placed. Or maybe it may have been the time, or may not have been. But I remember the one time I took condoms and put it in this old couple's cart.
I was with you when we did that.
That fucking old ass lady screamed and well, she didn't really scream, but she's like, what did you do? Did you get these? And she was like fucking mad at her husband, just nagging his ass about the condoms in the cart. And it was just fucking hilarious. It's like, poor old guy. I need to do that again.
You can't get...
Right?
No, I was going to say I need to do that again, but I bet they have all the condoms locked up in all the stores.
You can't do that. You haven't got a boner in 20 years. Viagra don't work for that lip-ass dick anymore. Why'd you buy these condoms?
But I guess unless they make you buy them right away, I could just go, if they have them locked up, I could be like, oh, I need this packet of condoms. And then I would just take it and put it in some random old people's cart and watch them to see if she does anything, or...
I remember doing that at least one time. Me and you were in Walmart and we did that.
I remember. Yeah, I remember doing it. But if you remember it, then yes, we definitely did that together.
And I'm pretty sure I remember the same old couple thing happening.
It's good times.
One other thought I had, since you were talking about like the very religious porn cover. So the Creation Museum in Kentucky, okay, where it's shaped like a big Noah's Ark and it's supposed to be like, biblical description. They've got like scenes of dinosaurs with people. When they first opened it, they had like contracted this actor to be their Jesus because he looked the part very well.
Was he gay?
He was gay and been in a bunch of gay pornos. And when it came
awesome.
out, they had to rework a bunch of their displays to get rid of the gay Jesus.
What?
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, this is a long damn time ago now. I just remember hearing that story. I'm just going, really? Gay Jesus at the Bible place that's like very anti-gay? That's hilarious. Like,
we need to have more gay people trolling churches.
Well, I just wonder if, like, that dude knew what he was doing or if it was just another job.
Right. Well, I mean...
Is it just another acting job? He's like, oh, this will be a great acting gig.
And didn't put two and two together that a fucking...
That they might be upset for him because he was, like, that far removed from it. Or if he's like, hey, I'm trolling them. This will be great.
So that would have been me. I'd have been like, fuck it. I'm trolling this shit. Let's fucking do it.
So, gay Bud Light cans. That's been my favorite meme for this last week.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I like the Clydesdale horse one with that
The one
dude,
I
the
sent
fucking
you?
the unicorn guy with the. I've seen that picture so many different times, but it worked out good for the Clydesdale horse. I like it.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole buying beer to destroy it when you're giving them money.
Freaking,
that's what you're against.
Kid Rock buying a case of beer and
did they buy
it
it to do that, or did they just already have the beer? Because
I saw a video where one guy actually went in the gas station, bought the beer, just threw it in the trash can. I'm like,
you just gave them money, but good for you. But way to be a transphobe anti-gay man. Good for you.
I saw a couple videos. It was people talking about it and people who actually do the research and they're smart about shit. And it was funny because the one guy, it was husband and wife complaining about the Budweiser that we're never going to be giving them.
I wonder if it's the same one I saw.
Giving them our money anymore. And then the guy mentioned something about a different beer, and we found out one company is like a sister company or whatever to this, and we're not going to drink them either. And then so he had a beer and she had a Corona.
Like Corona at the
yes.
end? Yes, I know who you're talking about.
And somebody was like, well, if you would do your fucking research, this is actually this and this, and you guys are still giving money to Budweiser.
Is it a guy that you're...
Yeah. It was it's like the ones that are all like, I'm not drinking any more Budweiser, I'm switching to Coors. And it was like the next day Coors showed off their gay pride cans or something. And
Coors was the first one to ever do that. I saw that one too.
Yeah, they started in 1978 or something.
Right,
like that.
being gays and stuff like that, or just I forget exactly how they were supporting, but that's what's really funny. So they were the very first, and people switching to Coors.
And
I think I've heard stories about people switching to PBR because PBR don't give a fuck about nothing. They're just drink our beer, please.
Right.
I was gonna say it's probably hard to find any company that doesn't support gays at least at some point. At least
during June. During June,
yeah.
During
basically.
June, everybody in every industry is just a little bit gay.
Right.
Who was that guy named? I'm just trying to think because I was just watching him.
That's so funny.
Same video, and then I started watching all these other videos. But I really like that guy, and I think he's really logical.
Yes.